This is the EarFun 3 Pro 2. They have literally just launched, so this is a fresh off the press for you. I'm Alex and I do down-to-earth tech reviews. Let me cut straight to the chase. Active noise cancelling, how good is it? It is excellent. The original EarFun Pros were fairly decent already and cut down 28 decibels of unwanted noise. The EarFun 3 Pro 2 now cancels out up to 40 decibels, and it's really impressive how much it cuts out. You'll still hear some noise like a door being slammed or a child crying near you, but it's very faint now, and if you're listening to music or content at the same time, well, those noises pretty much disappear. I've been working at a cafe listening to one of my favorite channels for music, focus music, the Lo-Fi Girl, whilst writing the script for this video, for example, and I was just amazed at how immersed I felt. I'll cover the sound quality in a bit, but spoiler alert, it's fantastic. Honestly, these are great. They have added 6 microphones to these earbuds now, which is an upgrade from the 4 we had in the previous version. And what that means is that the level of environmental noise cancellation has been improved. And it also means that they can do some cool things like having an anti-wind noise cancellation. But I'll let you be the judge of that when I do a call quality test later in the video. At the time of recording, these are retailing at $79.99, but if you check the links in my description, there's a sweet 15% off discount for you. EarFun were kind enough to give all my viewers that discount, so definitely a good deal. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. EarFun did send me this to test out and see if I like them, but there was no obligation on my part to produce a video. And they don't see the video beforehand or anything like that. Everything in this video is my honest opinion about this product. When it comes to comfort and fit, these have a very interesting design here, which I really like. They come with these little rubberized winglets as well. I'm sure that's not the right name for it, but they basically help kind of stay put inside your ears. Ear hooks. That's the right name for it. I've been using the EarFun 3 Pro 2s now for about 3 weeks on everyday usage, and one thing I noticed straight away, like in the first few hours of using it, was that you have to sort of twist them downwards a little bit so that they sit in the lower part of your ear. Initially I thought, these don't fit very well, they don't feel very secure, but that was my error, user error. Once I adjusted the position correctly and made sure that I had the right size ear tips as well, it's been my go-to earbuds now, absolutely superb. They're very light, at only 4.1 grams, so when you're wearing them, after a few minutes, you kind of forget they're there. They're really good. And shout out to my boy Il Jefe, who always says this, and it's true. Make sure to spend a good amount of time trying different ear tips because everyone's different. Sometimes the ones that comes with won't fit your ears, so you might have to check out some alternatives like the CP360s, as recommended by Jeff. For me, the ones that came with it are perfect, and these little ear hooks as well are brilliant. If you want to go for a run or take them to the gym, things like that, they come in really handy. In terms of water resistance, the EarFun 3 Pro 2 is IPX5, so it will be fine in sweat and light rain, but don't drop them in water or don't have a shower with them on. That would definitely not work. When it comes to sound quality, one word, wow. Big noise for something so tiny, it certainly over-delivers. I didn't have the original EarFun 3 Pros, but just comparing with what I know, such as the Soundcore Liberty Air and Apple AirPods, this really packs a punch. Especially on the bass, very punchy bass, and in the mid-range you can get enough clarity here to be able to listen to most genres really well. I always try a varied selection of tunes when I'm testing these things out, like the ones you see here on the screen, and I was not disappointed. I own some higher end earbuds and earphones, so I kind of know what to expect, and listen, for the price, these are excellent. The volume is really good too. I like to listen to music really loud, but with these earbuds, I couldn't actually go all the way to the max volume. I had to stop around, 80% of the volume. It was already getting too loud at that point. So yeah, it certainly won't leave you wanting more volume, that's for sure. It does lose some clarity in my view when you bump up the volume beyond that 70 to 80%, but it's still pretty clear and very punchy without any major distortion. And that's thanks to these 6mm low distortion drivers that they're using here. When it comes to the different modes and touch controls, I could just say it's really good, and I won't be lying. But to give you an example, I was able to hear my own typing on the iPad Magic Keyboard, which is really low volume when you're typing. Yeah, with that ambient sound turned on, you do get to hear everything around you without losing some of the quality or any of the quality of the music that you're listening to. Again, this is due to this extra microphones that they have now. Really good move there. This can be really useful when you're trying to listen for the doorbell when you're home, or if you want to hear people near you, or you might want to listen to traffic while you're out for a run or something like that. They have a low latency mode as well, which does make a difference. Without using the low latency mode, I did find some latency actually when watching certain content on YouTube, for example, or social media. Nothing too crazy, but noticeable if you really try to listen for it and look for it. but using the super low latency mode, which turns the latency to 80 milliseconds, is a much better experience. I didn't notice any latency then. It does consume a little bit more battery in this mode, but I think it's worth turning it on because, you know, there's so much for gaming and things like that that you do want to turn that on. For listening to music or audiobooks, podcasts and things like that, you don't need that on. It's worth noting that the connectivity was great for me in all of those modes. I didn't experience any cutting out, which I have experienced in other cheaper earbuds, to be fair, depending on the mode I was using. You can flick through the modes by long pressing the left earbud, for example, and going from normal to noise cancelling to ambient sound, and then back to normal again. You can activate Siri, or Google Assistant, for example, just by long pressing the right earbud. And the basic controls are very easy, to skip, to forward, to pause. One of the most annoying things with touch controls in earbuds is how they sometimes just, you have to put a lot of force in them and end up hurting or being uncomfortable in your ears. Yeah, you don't get that problem here. A gentle touch is all you need, and they're very intuitive. In terms of battery life, you will get about 6 hours of listening before you need to recharge it. Again, bear in mind that if you use low latency mode, you're probably going to use maybe 4.5, 5 hours. I only got the battery low alert once in the last 3 weeks, and it was because I forgot to put them back into the case. The case itself is very small and looks very nice and sleek. It has fairly strong magnets too, to hold them securely, so they're not going to fall out very easily. The case is also very light, and in general, I just really like the shape. It will fit into that smaller part of your jeans and, quite comfortably as well, so very nice. But more important than looks though is the fact that they pack 24 hours of extra charge here. So so in total you're going to get about 30 hours of listening time without ever needing to recharge. They will recharge very easily through any wireless charger, and 10 minutes of charge will give you 2 hours. So if you ever get caught running out of juice before that all important Zoom call or Teams meeting. Okay, call quality test time. Let's go outside. Super cold and dark right now. I didn't want to give you a kind of a studio experience because you might be out and about when you get a call and you want people to hear you. I hope you can hear for yourself what the EarFun Pro 2, the EarFun 3 Pro 2 sound like when you're speaking to someone on the phone. Yeah, it's not very windy today, but there's cars driving past and things like that. So, okay, some plosives for you. Proper practice and preparation prevents pretty poor performance. So let me know in the comments what you think of these, and don't forget to subscribe as well for more cool videos. And I'll see you in the smiling faces on the next one.
Finally don't get enough. Finally been riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back on my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big.